Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of all ages, welcome back to AussieVerse. I am OmniBeau, joined by Sharif, and joining us again today is Brad Daniels. How you going, guys?
Going great.
Fantastic. We are changing things up here at AussieVerse. We have a new logo coming soon, new backgrounds, new intros, new everything. So to simplify things, we are changing the handles. What does that mean? That means if you want to hit us up on Instagram, you go to _AussieVerse from now on. Not that old stuff that we used to say for the last year and a half. But what hasn't changed is our graphic designer, A51_designs. And as usual, always proudly sponsored by Comx. Brad, you've got some books to show us, son. Let's get to it.
I do indeed. Let's get straight into it, shall we? I've got some bangers here. Some bangers. Okay. So last time I got you to rate them. I'm just going to get you to give me like a thumbs up or a thumbs down this time. I just want you to be like, but be ruthless. Be ruthless.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Start with one of the very first Marvel omnibuses I bought, and one of the very first Marvel omnibuses that were ever published, which is the Elektra by Frank Miller and Bill Sikowitz.
Yeah, that is a great book.
So good. And I don't know if you've seen this. The dust jacket, such as it is only half a dust jacket.
What? No, mine isn't.
It's like, it's all very arty and wild. But this is, I mean, when I saw that they were reprinting Elektra Assassin, it was like, it was a no-brainer.
Mine is not. Yours is cooler.
Yes, mine is cooler.
Mine is just a normal
and you
dust
can't have
jacket.
it.
I've never seen that before.
This is like the first printing of it. Yeah, first edition. It looks like basically identical to yours, except way cooler.
Second edition.
Red for the win.
Mine says second edition. That's it.
Yeah. And of course, the main thing we're here for is the Sikowitz art.
That's Elektra Lives, is it? Elektra Lives again?
I believe it should be said, actually. Yeah, it's just fully painted, just beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. I painted that image of Elektra on the back of my my trench coat at one stage. It was like so iconic.
Oh, I see that trench coat.
I sold it years ago.
Oh.
But yeah, I was really proud of my work with that. And because no one here will ever see it, I'll say it was just as good as the original. But yeah, that's just like, the artwork is amazing. Frank Miller, before he went crazy to a degree. And it's also got the Elektra Lives Again graphic novel, which I picked up one Christmas Eve back when it first came out, and I was like, wow, this is incredible. It's sort of like beautiful but ugly.
Like
definitely
me.
Yeah, like you, Omni. Like you both. But yeah, back when, this is before Sin City, but it's definitely, you can see the style evolving. Check out that Elektra dressed as a nun, raining arrows upon her enemies.
Yeah, that's great.
Insane stuff. And also, you know, some solo stories from various black and white magazines and stuff colored up. It's just so cool. And yeah, I was like, I remember I was working loading trucks when this came out, and I was like, oh, it was the worst work, worst pay.
Yeah.
I think I was on like $12 an hour or something like that. So like, this is 10 hours work, I said, but it was worth it. Worth every cent. So, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, that's double thumbs up, mate. Because you showed me a universe that I didn't even realize came like that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's go something now. As you can probably tell by my choices, I'm a bit of a size queen. So here's a Jack Kirby number. What? It's Mr. Miracle Artist Edition.
Wow, yeah.
I'll have to roll back so you can see the whole thing.
Hang on.
So this is like at the original artwork size that Jack was working on. And it's just like the actual pages reproduced, actual pages of artwork reproduced. Doesn't collect the entire run of Mr. Miracle, but it collects a fair whack of it. And it's just got all this glorious Jack Kirby art for you to feast your eyes upon. There's Big Barter in the corner there. So, great stuff, amazing stuff. I saw the New Gods version of this on sale for $100 at Comx, etc., and I did not buy it, and I regretted not buying it ever since that day. I don't know how much I spent on this. I just know it was worth it.
They are expensive.
Yeah, it would have been like $200, $250.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's an amazing piece of art. And I could just look at this for hours on end. So it's all the inked pages. I'd show you what I'm looking at now, but it's too hard to get it in front of the camera. So it's just amazing. Amazing.
I've always considered getting one of the Spider-Man ones, but I'm just not into the art enough to warrant spending the money on them.
Yeah, it is quite it's quite an investment. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down. Wow, easy crowd. Okay, gonna cheat. Gonna do a little cheat while I'm doing big uns. We talked about this a little bit in the last episode, but I thought I'd bring it out and show you. This is the 2001 A Space Odyssey movie adaptation by Jack Kirby. In the Treasury edition, so like tabloid size. Yeah. And it's it's not a wraparound cover. I thought it was, but no, it's just cool. These things were really cool, but I never had that when I was a kid. But when I found out it existed, I had to get it. But one I did have when I was a kid is the Superman and Spider-Man one. So I bought this for, full disclosure, I did not buy this particular copy, but I bought this comic for $2.50 from the newsagent when it came out. And I read it to pieces. And I eventually ended up trading it in somewhere or selling it for, pennies, because it was before the comic market was exploding and before I knew what things were worth.
Yeah.
But I found this in a store in Melbourne a year or so ago, and it was in a stack of comics. I couldn't even see the cover. I could see maybe, let me just do a demonstration. I could see that much of the cover. And I knew exactly what comic it was. Because it was burnt into my brain. So I think I spent $60 or $80 on this. And it's mine again. It's got, look at that. Hulk versus Superman. Spider-Man versus Wonder Woman. Oh, my God. So good.
I remember reading that.
I wouldn't mind being tied up.
Yeah, I was like, for $80, even though it's not in the best condition. This is just like, I'm never letting this one go again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Well, I wanted to give you a thumbs down, just to give you one at some point. So I was prepared for the 2001 thumbs down. But then you screwed me by showing me that Superman Spider-Man. You can't thumbs down that one.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Let's talk. Let's check out this hefty boy. This is a hefty boy. That's some Alex Ross art. You may or may not be familiar with what you're looking at there.
Looks like a Crisis to me.
Yes, indeed. Crisis on Infinite Earth. So the slip cover is George Perez, painted by Alex Ross, I believe.
That's the Absolute, yeah?
The Absolute edition. I have a few Absolutes. I have Absolute Dark Knight, Absolute Watchmen, and the Absolute Crisis on Infinite Earths. First time I've opened this up for a while. So you have your companion volume, which has some bits and pieces, and I believe some artwork from the original crossover that I'm planning to do.
Yeah, I've always wondered what the companion contains.
So there's like all sorts of there's all the crossover comics illustrated in there, and on the back is a little note that Marv Wolfman wrote to the publisher, Jeanette Kahn, you know.
That's great.
So yeah, will you let me kill Supergirl? Yes. Fantastic. And then there's the piece de resistance, the actual collected edition. Once again, George Perez cover, I think, which is unique to this edition.
Yep, I'm jealous of this one. That's the first one you've pulled out I'm jealous of.
Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. And yeah, just like beautiful. Like George Perez is an artist that you need to see up close, because he puts so much detail into his work. It's amazing. Yeah. So this was,
because even those individual hardcovers still sell for a lot of money. I've only got the event itself in a hardcover, and the rest are over $100 easy.
Yeah. There's like the cover and like Harbinger killing the Monitor. Oh, what a twist! Having reread this, it's not that great a story. It's got amazing scope. It's beautifully illustrated, but it's a little bit, it goes all over the place. So he was clearly, like Marv Wolfman was clearly making it up as he went along. He had the plan that the last two issues would be them retelling the history of the DC universe, but they ran out of space, which is why they published the history of the DC universe after this. But it's just it's a landmark book, and I am so glad I picked that up. That was an Amazon jobby for sure. Right.
I'm sure ready for
the thumbs up, thumbs down. Sorry, Sharif?
I'm sure it's on someone else's whale list as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I know we've lost Bo. I guess he didn't want to rank that one. Thumbs up or thumbs down, Sharif?
Definitely a thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save a spot on my shelf just for that when I come across it in a while.
Well, if you find out where I live, you can see how we go. I really wanted to wait for Bo to come back for this one, but he's in the ether somewhere. So this is no point hiding it.
Another big one.
Avengers the collected edition.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, amazing. Okay.
Sometimes I wish I was, introduced to all these other formats so much earlier.
Yeah. I just got a message from Bo saying, sorry guys, should we wait for him to come back on?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just do a little tidy up here. Whew. Oh, yeah. I haven't finished with that one yet though. There's a twist. There's a twist.
See.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't have a lot of OmniBeau. Is that how you say it?
One way of saying it, yeah.
I don't have a lot of omnibuses.
Do you have a preferred format, Brad?
I do like them bigger, so they're easier to read and easy to see the drama. I've always been fond of hardcovers over soft covers, just because I feel they're more durable and I think they look better.
And even now, with hardcovers, there's the regular sized ones and the deluxe size ones.
Yeah.
And obviously you've got the absolutes.
Yep. I would buy a lot more absolutes if I had the money, but I don't. And like, to be honest, like I usually read them once or twice and then they just sit on the shelf. So I probably shouldn't spend a lot of money on them. Being a poor comic book artist and all that.
Is there any particular absolute that that ranks highly on your want list?
There's so many new ones. I don't even know. Like, I don't know which ones exist anymore. I mean, probably, I think the Sandman, there's a 4-volume Sandman thing. That would be cool to have, but I reread that recently, so I probably wouldn't read it. But I guess the only one I can think of is the Wonder Woman reboot, the New 52. Yeah. Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chang.
Yeah. It's a 2-volume set.
That'd be great. I've got them all in hardcover here, but it would be sweet to have them in a big hefty boy.
Oh, sometime earlier this year, the what was that? George Perez Wonder Woman. It came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the gold shiny.
Oh, it sounds cool. I do, of course, have my own custom hardcover of that, so it would be tough to say I'm going to buy another one.
Yeah, especially if it's the same content.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah. But George Perez is what put me on to Wonder Woman when it first started coming out, which was just after Crisis on Infinite Earths, whenever that was, mid-80s.
Yeah, 85, 86.
And just like, my dad, and you're back, and Bo's back.
Sorry, guys, I don't know how it looked on your end, but it just died on ours.
That's okay.
We'll just continue.
Yeah.
Was it fine on your end?
Filling time.
Yeah.
Was it fine on your end?
Want to go ahead without you?
Okay. No, I just wanted to know if we needed to edit it, so I guess we don't. Excellent. All right, I'll just continue then.
We could.
You might need to edit it.
Well, no, I paused it.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic. No worries.
As soon as I saw black.
Okay. So, well, before we were so rudely interrupted,
should I press play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Busick,
I am so confused with what's going on with our connection.
This is
Oh,
JLA
no.
Avengers, the collected
Don't show
edition.
me that one.
Yes. This is the slipcase has an illustration of every character that's in the crossover. It's just insane to try and process that with our feeble human brains.
Yeah.
And like the Crisis volume, it has the 2 volumes in it. So this was bought for me for an anniversary present by my now ex-wife. So she was pretty keen on me at that point in time. So I'll start with the backup volume, which is black and white cover. This is like process art and stuff like that. And this, I think I was muttering something earlier. This has artwork from the original JLA Avengers crossover that fell apart back in the 80s, before it was with art by George Perez. So he got about halfway through it, and then creative differences, and it never happened. So this is like the supplemental volume. Very proud of that. Let me see. Oh, there's lots of words in this, so it's pretty boring to look at that. But yeah. So, just George Perez art in its raw form from the 80s when he was.
What the story would be if everything was greenlit and eventually
published.
Published.
The entire plot is in here as well, so you can read the story, see what the plan was.
Can I borrow it?
I actually did a little eBay search.
Yeah.
Just before we came on tonight to find out how much this is worth. So this is going for around $600 or $700 nowadays.
Yeah.
And this is the main dealio with check out that. What a lineup.
Yeah.
But yeah, JLA and Avengers together at last. It was so often delayed. It was finally released, and it's just beautiful. Beautiful. Well, let's have a look. Open up at a random page. There's Galactus. Just being Galactus as like Oracle talking to Captain America on the facing page. It's just like every dream crossover team up you could imagine is in here. And of course, because of the fact that the corporate relationship between Marvel and DC fell apart, this is nearly impossible to get hold of. There was an edition that was released, I think, in honor of George Perez after his recent passing.
Yeah, but not that size or hardcover.
But yeah. Oh, that's not this size and not with the bonus material, I believe.
Yeah.
So that is the crown jewel of my collection.
Yeah.
And of course,
I don't blame you.
The day I got it, I dropped it. I dropped it on the ground. I wonder if I can find the... And I bent one of the corners on the hardcover. But no one need ever know. But it's just like... It's just such a beautiful thing, and so rare and delightful. And I'm obviously a big George Perez tragic. So, yeah, like I said, the crown jewel of my collection.
I've got a question, Brett.
Yep.
Can I be your new best friend?
Yeah, sure. The current breast firm sucks. I need a new one.
A follow-up question, Brad.
Yeah.
What's your address?
Well, I'm at 123 Fake Street, Anytown, USA, Solar System, Milky Way Galaxy.
So that was the last one?
That's the last one. Thumbs up or thumbs down on that one?
Oh, that's neither. That needs something a lot more than a thumb. That's a whole hand, mate. That's a whole hand up.
It's a hand up. Hand up.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us once again. This has been Brad Daniels' favourite hardcover volumes. The man has plenty more to show us in upcoming videos. Another one that we are going to be recording very soon is his Kickstarter, so go check that one out. If you're not sure who Comx are, please go check them out. They are our sponsors, and we love being sponsored by them because it doesn't matter how many comics you buy from this mob, they will always make it one flat shipping rate. It is a website that you can go check out. It'll tell you all the places that you can buy all the Australian comics, all the comic book stores, everything that you could ever possibly want. And if that's not enough info for you, go check out this hippie guy that likes to pimp it right here. Creators, comic book artists, comic book illustrators, you want to know where to go to buy anything about Australian comics books, and you go to Comx. Because what's the best thing about Comx? They bring Australian creators together, and not only that, they have one flat shipping rate. 10 comics, it doesn't matter. They don't care. They will ship it at one price. Comx, ladies and gentlemen, go find out.